guys, welcome back to Food Prep Guide. We're out in the garden today getting one of the first things planted in the ground, and that is sugar snap peas. I don't know if you can tell, it is extremely windy today. We have a massive storm system moving in, and that is one of the reasons why I'm planting. In a general rule of thumb, I try to always get seeds in the ground right before a storm comes, so that they can get that really nice heavy dose of natural rain, which is the best for seed sprouting. I'm going to be showing you how I'm planting, more importantly, where I'm planting and why, and share some tips and tricks along the way. Let's get started.
By the way, if you would like help building your food storage, scroll down to the description box of this video and click this link for our free 1-year food storage plan. We calculated a year's supply of food for one person, then broke that data down into a week-by-week list of items to build your pantry on a budget. We'll send it straight to your inbox. If you're new here, we invite you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss all of our upcoming food preservation, pantry storage, and gardening tutorials. Now back to the kitchen.
Okay, before we get digging, I want to talk about location. If you are going to be planting anything in the legume family, but especially a cool-loving legume like sweet peas, snap peas, your typical English pea, you may as well put it to work for you because it is putting nitrogen into the soil. So what I have here is a straight cattle panel that I am using as a tomato trellis. Tomatoes are not going to go into the ground here until last week of April or early May. It is the very first week, very first days of March, and we have enough time to get a round of sweet peas into the ground before it's time to plant our tomatoes. Now, anything in the legume family is going to be a nitrogen fixer, meaning that it is going to put nitrogen into the soil. It does it through these root nodules that form on the roots of the plants. If you have ever ripped up a pea or a bean and you have seen these little whitish grayish looking balls, you may have thought it was some kind of fungus or some kind of disease, but it is actually those root nodules where it is fixing nitrogen. It actually takes it from the air, which I don't even fully understand how it does that, but it's pretty cool. It takes nitrogen from the air and will put it down and store it in its roots. So why does that matter? Well, tomatoes and anything in the nightshade family, plus a whole lot of other vegetables, are very heavy nitrogen feeders, meaning they need lots of nitrogen. So when you are planting something that needs a lot of nitrogen, like tomatoes, peppers, corn, you want to put nitrogen into the soil. But if you can plan ahead just a little bit and plant something in the legume family that will put nitrogen into the soil, you can save a good amount of money by not having to fertilize as heavily with nitrogen when you go to plant your tomatoes later. And that's exactly what we're doing here. This will eventually be a tomato trellis, but today it's going to grow some yummy sugar snap peas. We don't preserve these, we simply enjoy them for fresh eating. Okay, I want to show you a tool that I am using for basically waking up this garden. So let me take you down real quick. So you can see the base of this trellis is completely covered in leaves, and I highly recommend utilizing fall leaves to put your put your garden to sleep for the winter. It covers the soil. You pretty much want your soil covered at all times, but not only is leaves working as a soil cover, it is going to be attracting worms, and those worms are going to be doing their business all up in the soil, and just adding all the more nutrients to that soil. Another thing is it prevents weeds, but I do still have weeds here. You can see random chunks of green. So I'm going to show you what tool that I'm using. It is my absolute favorite go-to tool in the garden for pulling weeds, getting things cleared out, and not having to pull them by hand. This is called a stirrup hoe. If you have never used a stirrup hoe, I highly recommend it. It's also called an action hoe because mine's jammed a little bit. There we go. It has this action, moving. It usually moves a little bit more than that. I need to probably spray mine with some WD-40, but it'll still work fine. But it's called a stirrup hoe because it looks like a horseshoe stirrup. But basically what you do with a typical hoe, you're going to be basically hacking at it. With this, you're not going to be doing that. You're going to be doing a dragging back and forth option. So I'm going to go down here and hopefully be able to demonstrate that for y'all. I've got a big old clumps of weeds right here, and just like that, the weeds are out. Another reason why I love this is because it pulls the weeds up from the roots. Look at that. It's not just chopping the greenery at the soil level. it is pulling up the whole weed, root and all. So while I am pulling up these weeds, I am also scraping off the leaves because we're getting ready to plant here. So I'm just going to move up these weeds. Push away these leaves. But I am going to keep them nearby because I have a cat problem in my garden where they like to use any kind of fresh dirt as a litter box. So I have found that the crinkliness of the weeds, or excuse me, the crinkliness of the leaves, they don't like that. So after I plant these sweet peas, these snap peas, I'm going to go back in and see that, pull it up completely by the weed, completely by the root. I'm going to go back in and sprinkle just a very light layer of leaves over this soil to keep it, hopefully deter walking onions. I've got walking onions all throughout this garden. I don't know where they came from. But anyway, I'm going to put a very thin layer of leaves over the soil to hopefully deter those kitty cats. Look at that. I mean, this tool is it's just amazing. I mean, one little sweep, I'm not like working hard, you know. One little sweep and it pulls it up all the way by the roots. I love this thing. I cannot recommend it highly enough. Just get these leaves out of the way. I do find that the only thing it doesn't do a great job at is those walking onions. They're buried so deep. I usually have to go in there and get those out with my hands because they're hard to get out. Just a clump of weed. Okay, whoops. Getting caught up in my thorn bush. Okay, another great thing that I like about planting sweet peas or anything in the legume family is I consider it a totally free crop. What I mean by that is I don't amend or fertilize the soil at all. Typically, with your heat-loving legumes, like your cowpeas, black-eyed peas, field peas, that kind of thing, they do tend to need some nitrogen feeding. But for my sweet peas and stuff like that, they will grow just fine. And I would rather save that money for... I'm on rabbit baby watch right now. Sorry, I just got really distracted. My rabbitry is right over there. And one of the mamas who's expecting any moment now just hopped into her box. Maybe we'll have rabbit babies by the end of the evening. Yay, okay. We'll try to share some pictures somewhere, maybe in the Facebook group. We just started the Facebook group. If you haven't heard, that'll be linked in the description box below. But anyway, where was I? Legumes, nitrogen, not having to fertilize with nitrogen. So anyway, yeah, so I'm not going to amend the soil at all. I'm considering sweet peas a totally free crop. I don't put any of my amendment money or fertilizer money into this crop whatsoever. So here is what we're going to be growing. Super Sugar Snap. This is from Seeds and Such. I don't think it's exclusive to Seeds and Such. You might be able to find it somewhere else. If I can find it on Amazon, I'll link it. But Super Sugar Snap are extremely sweet snacking peas. And that's exactly what we're doing this. We're only using this just for fresh snacking straight out of the garden. So I wanted to get something as sweet as possible. And this fits the bill. Let's get planting. Okay, friends, that's it. I hope y'all were able to gather a quick tip here or there. The storm is rolling in quick. I'm going to go ahead and head inside. That's all for today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.